Okay guys, the struggle is real today for me. This is my third go at filming this. The first one I did vertical, which we know that's a no-go for YouTube. I thought it was for IGTV, and then I remembered Amanda asked me to do it for YouTube. So then I filmed it again, and I didn't have my microphone plugged in. So I am filming it for the third time. So third time's a charm. Let's see if I can get it this time. First off, thanks for having me back. I am excited to be here. I still find it fascinating that some of you are interested in how I plan my days and plan my life. I don't think of myself as a very interesting person, but I am excited to share with you. So we are going to be talking about a quarterly planning update for the months of April, May, and June. So the second quarter of the year. And we all know this year has been a little wacky. So let's have a little fun looking back at my planning systems. I used 3 different ones. I had 3 different months, so why not use a different one for each month? I still have commitment issues because at that time I was still trying out different ones, hoping to find the method that would work best for me. I think I'm currently in that. It's serving my life well, so I will touch on that. But the 3 planners that I used for that quarter were the Erin Condren Focus Planner. This was the first time using it. It's undated, and so I'll give you a look at how I use that. For the month of May, I used an oldie but a goodie, guys. Who doesn't love the Erin Condren Life Planner? This one's in vertical. I've used it off and on for many years and always enjoy that. And then the planning system that I still am currently in, which I know, shocking, I'm in my 3rd month using this planning system, which says a lot. I'm in a traveler's notebook, and I am using the Planner Perfect method from Jenny. You should go visit her Instagram account and her YouTube channel if you're interested in the scripting method. It just really resonated with me. It aligned with how I've been trying to live my life for the last few years, and I still really love it. So let me turn this camera around and give you an overhead view, and we'll dive in, and I'll give you a peek at how I used each 3 of these planners to serve my life and helping me stay organized and plan. Let's have some fun. Hello, hello. Hopefully I successfully flipped this around and my microphone is plugged in and it's horizontal. So I think we are good to go. This is what I use to plan the month of April. It is the Erin Condren Focus Planner, undated. There are some pros to having an undated planner that I really do enjoy, because although I only planned in this for a little while, the fact that it's undated means I can keep it and I can jump back in it at any time when my heart desires it. So let's open it up and take a peek. You have this goals and intentions page, which I obviously did not use. And then you open up to your monthly spread. This is one of my favorite things to have in a planner because I really like to track my workouts. And especially if I'm training for a run, then I can go ahead and pre-put in all my whole training plan and see what days have what mileage and what types of runs. So that helps me. And it just gives me a kind of a bird's eye view of how I'm doing for the month. So I really enjoy that. I also added these colorful date monthly tabs to the Focus Planner. These are also Erin Condren. And then after that monthly spread, you kind of have these blank pages with a tiny bit of structure, but you really can do whatever you want with it. I usually like to take notes, jot down ideas for the month. Then we jump in to the beginning of April, and I'm trying to get a feel for how I want to use this layout. I ended up eventually settling on putting more scheduled stuff in this blank spot and then using the lined area to make to-do lists. I do enjoy a good little note section. I can jot down things that I want to have at the forefront of my mind for the week, so I have found that really helpful. Let me just keep kind of going, and then you can see where I drop off, and that's when I jump into the Erin Condren Life Planner. Now I did have May and June already set up, but as you can see, I didn't do anything with it. So enjoyed this. There were some things I really liked about it. There were some things that I didn't love about it, and so that is why I only used it for a month. And after that, I went to my trusty life planner because this thing has never failed me. I've used it off and on for a long time. We'll open it up. These are some cute Post-it notes my son did when it was my birthday earlier in the year. So let's go ahead. This was a 12-month planner, summer of 2019 to summer of 2020. And I did use it off and on throughout the whole year. Then we have May. I do love a good, this is kind of like a monthly brain dump section for me. And then you jump into the monthly spread. Now, something interesting in the Erin Condren is that I didn't really use the monthly spread like I typically do with my workouts because this bottom section is where I recorded all my workouts and my runs. And for the month of May, I have it set up where it's a vertical, so I do morning, afternoon, evening, and then a to-do list. And that bottom section, record my workouts. I do like a note section, again, to kind of dump what I need there to keep on my mind for the week. And then this is how the whole month looks like. Morning, afternoon, evening, and to-do workout. I'm pretty consistent. When I find something that works, I will do it over and over until it doesn't work. And then that is when I switch things up. I do sticker a tiny bit, not a lot. And then you have June, which I kind of started using and used a little bit off and on through June, but for the majority of my planning in June, it was done in my traveler's notebook using the Planner Perfect method. Now, I had not purchased any of her journals. When Amanda told me about the Planner Perfect method, I just knew instantly I wanted to try it and I wanted to jump in straight into it the next day. So I had a May Designs notebook, blank inside, but just grid paper. I had been using it for a journal, but I decided let's jump in and start the Planner Perfect method. And that's what I did. I started on June 2nd. And I typically have my day broken down morning, midday, afternoon, evening. And I still do that. Now, even though I'm in my 3rd month, I've kept pretty much the same layout. I use a 2-page spread per day. I use a little bit of washi tape, but as you can see, I don't design it. That is not one of my skills, guys. I'm not super artsy. And this is it. Dated at the top. Sometimes I include the weather, and then I'm literally scripting out the night before how I want my day to go. So way less, there's not a to-do list. It's more of this intentional flow to my day. And that is, guys, that's how I did. These are called tip-ins. If what I had planned doesn't go according to plan, then I just pop this on top with the new plan. And if you can hear background noise, I'm sorry, because I have kids. And they don't always understand what be quiet means, even as teenagers. So I might have switched up the washi tape, but I kept the same format, the same layout. I really liked having my day broken up in 4 different sections. Typically, the time periods stay the same, like usually 5 to 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. is my midday. Afternoon, 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. And then evening, 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. And that stayed pretty consistent throughout the month of June. You see some days there's not that much scripting, and other days it is a ton. It's just what what really works. And that had quite a bit of tip-ins for June. So this is a new kind of layout I wanted to try because I do like to see hourly for scheduled things. It just feels like it jumps out at me more, even though I do use my iCalendar to plug in all my scheduled things. And that way I can share it with my boys and with my husband. So I wanted to try out this hourly. I kept it up. I currently do something a little bit different. I don't take the whole page for the hourly spread. And that, guys, that's it. That is my June. So I will show you real quick because I fell in love with it in June. I knew that I needed to buy one of hers to try out. And so this is my month of July. I like buying her product because it comes with a monthly spread. Just like I said, I love it. This is where I track my workouts. Then she does have a space for goals, which I really loved. And then you get a weekly spread before you get your blank pages to do a 2-day spread. So you can see right there, I kept the hourly, I just shrunk it so I can still have my four sections of my day. And guys, that's it. That is how I planned the second quarter of this year in my 3 different planners. You got the Unfocused, you got the Life Planner, and then you have my Traveler's Notebook with the scripting method by Planner Perfect. And I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you so much for having me. I hope you found this maybe somewhat useful if you guys are having a struggle like I do, deciding what planner works best for your lifestyle in that season. And that's why I am a big believer that if something's not working, just switch it up. You don't have to complete a planner. You can keep it because you might want to jump back into it later that year. But when something's not working for you, it is definitely time for a change. I'm a big believer in that. So thank you again for having me. And I hope you guys all have a fantastic week. Bye, guys.